edition of the monthly Mingle. We want to welcome our new students and also any students that joined us last month and students that have been with us for quite some time. You're all very welcome today. Spread the word. It'd be good to see more people join us each month. We hope you get some useful tips from today. It's an opportunity for you to ask questions. Your cameras, microphones are muted and your cameras are, but please ask questions in the chat throughout the day. You can ask throughout the slideshows, or you can wait until the end and ask your questions then. We'll just have a short question and answer session at the end as well. And we'll let you know the topics that we're covering today. So we're going to cover how to book in with your mentor, general role play tips, and then we're going to chat a little bit about the prize campaign as well. All right, so let's get started. Morgan, I'll hand it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. So the first thing that we do want to speak about today is how to book in with your mentor. Your mentor will be the first point of contact if you need help with any academic questions, written questions, role play scenarios, if you have any admin or accounts requests. So if you need your next unit to be opened, if you need your certificate, statement of attainment, any changes to your payments, or if you're wanting to extend or suspend your course, definitely contact your mentor. So like I said, we're the first point of contact. Feel free to email us, call, or book in a time to speak with us. And if you're sort of hesitant to contact your mentor, or you think, oh, I don't really want to bother them, please get in touch with us. We're here to help. And, we really do like students getting in touch with us just so we know how you're doing. If you're, getting into the course, we really love that as well. So there's no silly questions. Honestly, contact us about anything. And yeah, we're always very happy to help. It can take us a couple of days to get back to you, but we definitely will get back to you and do anything that we can to assist. So like I said, contact us via email or call. And then the other option is our booking links as well. So I will show an example of my booking page and just show you what to do. But basically, you just need to select a date and time that suits you the best. Include your details. So you'll include your full name, contact number, and the assessment task question that you're needing help with. If it is a role play that you're needing help with, put that in the information as well. And then on the day, your mentor will be in contact with you via phone, or if it's a role play, we'll send you an invitation prior to the day for the Teams meeting. So here is just a screenshot of my booking link or my booking page. As you can see, I have a lot of free time because I'm the newest mentor, so I do have a lot of free time available. But yeah, basically just pick a time that suits you best. You can see some blanks as well, so that's when we are busy. But yeah, pick a time and then it will take you to the next page where you confirm your booking. So put in your full name, phone number, email address. We do ask that you only book in for 15 minutes and once a week as well, just to make it fair on the other students. And then you'll put in the information beneath that. So entering the assessment task question, like I said, if it's a role play, put that in there as well. Confirm your booking, and then you'll receive an email just confirming the booking time.
Thanks, Morgan. That's fantastic. Now we're going to move on to role plays. So we know a lot of our students don't look forward to role plays. They get nervous about participating in role plays, what is required. We just want to reassure you, please don't worry about role plays. And I want to explain a little bit about why we do role plays. So because our qualifications are all online, we do need to show audio or video evidence of students interacting and performing specific tasks. Now, each task can be different in length, how many participants are required, whether it's audio, video requirements, but it's dictated in the actual unit requirements. And our assessors do use this to evaluate the student's ability to complete the task. And it is the requirement is set out by the Department of Education, and unfortunately, we can't deviate from the requirements in any way. So please don't worry about the role plays. You're not going to be assessed on your acting skills, and the assessor will be looking just to ensure that you're meeting the requirements of the assessment task. So, just a few tips on how to organise a role play. So, the instructions will be clear within the unit question. So, the first thing you need to do is prepare a script, and you will have yourself as the student and then the different participants. And then you can organise your participants yourself. So, you can either just ask friends or family members and set up either your phone or your laptop camera to record it as a group. Another way you can do it is over Zoom if you're inviting friends and you can't all get together, or family members, you can always record it over Zoom. The other way of arranging it is through your student mentor, which I will come back to. So you would allocate the roles to the different participants, and you're going to record either the audio or video recording. Now, if you can't get a group together, please reach out to your mentor, as Morgan advised you how to do earlier. So either email your mentor, make a booking with your mentor. We can arrange the other participants. So we just need you to write the script, send it through to your mentor, and we will arrange our mentor team to play the different parts required in that unit. There's also a Facebook study group, which I will put into the chat, and that's just a good link to be able to get involved in, just to be able to reach out to different students that might be doing your course, and also to get a group together and record role plays together, so you can help each other out that way. Now, I can't stress enough, please do not panic. It really is, once you've done the first one, you won't find it so awkward the next time. And I think that is it. People feel awkward, embarrassed. They think it's kind of, they need the acting skills, but you are literally reading from the script, and you're showing your skills as required in that task. And I will be honest, the mentors, when we get together and we read scripts, we do so many and we enjoy doing it, but sometimes we read each other's lines, we get the lines wrong, we kind of ad lib a bit, we have a bit of fun, and the assessor really isn't looking to see that you've got it absolutely word perfect. So please don't panic. So we've got a little bit of example script here, just so you can see how the script would be formatted. So you can see that the roles are allocated. You've got the required people that are in there. You could put the name of the person at the side that's actually going to be playing that role. And then if you're recording on Teams, just something to remember, that it takes around 10 seconds for the recording to start. So we just need to give that 10-second delay. And then what you would do is you would introduce that role play scenario as the student. So for myself, it's, hi, my name is Michelle, and this is assessment number. And I would just read out the assessment number and give the unit number as well. And this is just kind of a snapshot of, the beginning and the end of a role play. So Morgan and I are just going to read it out as it's documented on there. Obviously, we don't have the required amount of people, so there's going to be a bit of ad-libbing on there, but it really is as simple as reading it from the script. So we'll just kind of read through it, just so everyone can see how straightforward it is. So I'm going to start off being Tina. So hi everyone, thanks for attending this meeting today. We are here to review a complaint that wasn't dealt with in accordance with the complaints policy and procedures.
So I'll be Gavin. Thanks, Tina, for arranging this meeting. I just want to check that you have all the necessary documents with you before we get started.
Yes, I have all the documents.
Okay, great.
So what happened this time?
I'll step in as Peter as well. All complaints should be logged in the register and sent to the managing director. And then as Gavin, that's right, the complaint should have been logged in the register and sent to the managing director.
Thanks, Morgan. And then you would kind of, go on. And then this is sort of the conclusion of the meeting, and I will step in as Sarah. I can send out the meeting invitations and take minutes of the meeting. And Tina will respond. That brings us to the end of the meeting. I appreciate everyone volunteering to do additional tasks today. Thanks for attending, everyone. And then we'd end the recording, and your mentor can actually upload the recording to your learning platform as well. So as I said before, don't panic, just get the script together, send it to your mentor, and we can pretty much do the rest.
Okay, so the last thing that we do want to mention today is the prize campaign. So just a little bit of information about the prize campaign. It is started from the 8th of August and will run until the 18th of September. So what you do need to do is submit a full unit within this time frame, so the 8th until the 18th. You can submit as many units as you like. So each unit that you complete will put your name in the draw once. And on offer, we do have 4 care package vouchers worth $50 each. So you can use them at places such as HelloFresh, JB Hi-Fi, Best and Less, Amazon. So in order to be in the draw to win, you do need to let your mentor know once you have finished the unit. So just send your mentor a quick email and let them know. They will just double check the dates of when you started and completed the unit, and then they will add your name to the draw. That needs to be done no later than the 20th of September. So started on the 8th of August until the 18th, and then please let us know by the 20th.
Okay, so that's pretty much all from us. So this is now your chance to ask any questions that you may have. So does anyone have any questions at all? Don't be shy. Hopefully we've assured you with role plays and how to reach out to your mentor. Um, I would definitely say that role plays are a bit of a sticking point, and people find that they cannot complete their unit because the role plays are holding them back. So I do recommend you to get stuck into the role plays. Okay, so we have a question. Thanks, Sharon. So when do we get the results of anything that we have submitted? That's a great question, Sharon. So the marking goes to an assessor, and the assessor will mark within 14 business days. I think it's a bit quicker at the minute, but it's definitely within 14 business days. Any more questions from anyone? How long should role plays go for if not stipulated? Thanks, Terry. Yeah, another great question. It does vary. Sometimes they do stipulate it, but I would say around 5 minutes is acceptable. Some might take a lot longer, but I would say definitely around the 5 minute mark is normally acceptable.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the question. I've been in some role plays that haven't taken 5 minutes, so it just depends on the question. Sometimes it does say it has to be between 5 to 10 minutes. But yeah, really it just does depend. So don't worry too much if it doesn't say how long it should be and it's only a couple of minutes. It may only need to be that long.
Yeah, thanks, Morgan. And I think just to make sure that all the information is covered in that role play, so whatever is asked for in that assessment task, just to make sure that all the criteria is there.
Yeah.
And Sharon, do we need a script? If you're seeking help from your student mentor, then I would say definitely yes. It just makes it easier for us to organise the mentors, and it just makes it. You can certainly ad lib if you've got. Friends or family members that are happy to do it on an ad lib basis, but I just think it makes it a little bit less stressful if you have a script there that everybody can read from. But no, you don't need a script if you're happy to do it without a script. But if you're wanting the help of your mentor, then yeah, we definitely do need one. And then I'm finding it difficult to cope with a number of assessments, especially when I'm working full time. Yeah, that does happen. I would say definitely reach out to your mentor in those situations. Your mentor can set goals for you, which are achievable. And also, I would definitely say to log on regularly, even if you can only answer one question that night because of other things that are going on and working full time, and you may have a family, but just to try and log on regularly and definitely reach out to your mentor to set some goals.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. You may have some time set aside on the weekend, a few hours to complete your studies, but things may pop up and you don't have that time. So if you can make sure that you have at least half an hour each night to spend on one question, one or two questions, then just in case that things do happen, and we know it does happen, that's just life gets in the way, but as long as you're dedicating at least half an hour each night, then that will sort of avoid that from happening.
Thanks, Morgan. And Meleki, thank you. A good point from our team leader here who's joined us today, just with regarding role plays, that people cannot play multiple roles in one role play. So if there's four people, you do need four different people to play those participants. So yeah, unlike the demonstration today, which was just an example. Yeah. So we weren't following the rules, but it was just to kind of give you a bit of an idea. And Stephen Hawkins, if answering questions from the information from micros, does it count as plagiarism if you are quoting from the micros? Um, I'm not entirely sure about that. Maleki, do you have an answer for that one?
Hi
Oh,
everyone, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, so no, that is fine. If it's the material that's given to you within our courses, you can quote it. However, it's always best to try and get in the habit of trying to put things into your own words. Even if it's like short answer responses, for example, you should try and put it into your own words. But if it's from our material, it's fine. If it's from external sites like online Googling and those sorts of things, you will need to use proper sort of referencing in terms of quotation marks and pasting the website that you used. It doesn't need to be formal referencing like APA or anything, but you do need to reference where you got that material.
Thanks, Maleki.
That's okay.
And Sharon is asking what happens if you don't pass an assessment. So what happens is, Sharon, you will submit your unit to be marked. The assessor will mark the unit as competent or not yet competent. Um, you basically can submit the same unit 3 times. So you will only have to resubmit the questions that you may not have got completely right. And the assessor will always give you really clear feedback on those questions. You don't need to resubmit the whole unit, just those particular questions. So as I say, you submit it the first time and then you can resubmit twice more. If you have to resubmit the same unit a fourth time, you would have to pay $100 resubmission fee. So I always say to students, if you do get a unit returned, just read the feedback carefully. And again, if you're unsure of the feedback and you need a little bit more guidance before you resubmit, check in with your mentor. Your mentor can see your assessment. They can see the questions that you've answered. They can let you know if you're on the right track before you resubmit. I hope that answers the question. Any more questions from anyone? No? Okay, any of our other mentors that are here today, is there anything that you want to add on the chat? Any top tips? Victorian, $100 per question. No, it's so the resubmission fee is the whole unit. But as I say, you are able to resubmit the same unit 3 times, so you do get 3 attempts per unit. So the $100 resubmission fee is for the whole unit. So Stephen Hawkins, is there a way of making a pie chart in the text provided, or is it best to make it in another program and add it to the text box? So this is probably relating to a particular course that you're doing. I would say that these are probably questions that you can take directly to your mentor by emailing your mentor, so that they are familiar with the course that you are doing. It's a bit kind of difficult to answer the question as I'm not 100% certain what course you're doing, but please reach out to your mentor with those specific kind of questions. Okay, anyone else? What I will do is I'm just going to pop the study group link in the chat as well. I'll pop that in there now. So if anybody wants to look at the Facebook study group, you can look on there as well. There's a lot of helpful tips on there as well. Okay, any more questions, anyone? What happens when your mentor only works part-time? That's a great question, Sharon. So we do have a full mentor team that works Monday to Friday. Your specific mentor may only work part-time, which could be quite difficult. So what you can do is you can email the mentor team. So there is a generic mentor email. So if you can't get hold of your particular mentor, if you email the generic mentor inbox, and a mentor will get back to you. Maleki, are you able to just pop that on the chat, the generic email address? Thanks, Mel. So Mel's just pop that on the chat. So it's mentors@mci.edu.au. So you can just email through to there and somebody will definitely get back to you. And as Morgan said before, it can take up to 2 days to get a response from your mentor, but we will definitely get back to you as soon as we can. Okay, any more questions? Morgan, is there anything else that you can think of that we might have missed?
I don't think so. Definitely email us anytime you have any questions. But just keep in mind, as we did mention at the last monthly mingle, that your mentor is just a mentor, not a tutor. So we're more than happy to put you in the right direction if you're having troubles with a question. But we do ask first that you read through the learning materials, do your own research, and then if you're really stuck, you can ask us for help and we'll point you in the right direction. But the main feedback that you will get will be from the assessors.
Thanks, Morgan. Okay. Any more questions before we leave it for today? Okay, well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Please join
Thank
us
you,
each
everyone.
month. It gives you the opportunity to connect with mentors, ask any questions, and we're always happy to help whenever we can.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.